Well, I want a fair deal with China, but China's been ripping us off for many years, so maybe something should be thought about, a little bit of retribution. China's been ripping us off for many years, ever since they started. To me, I think it was the worst thing that Richard Nixon ever did. And it was Nixon, he's the one that got it started.
US President Donald Trump says his administration is actively negotiating trade deals with several countries, including China. His top priority, he said, is to secure what he calls a fair trade deal. Speaking to reporters about Air Force One, Trump clarified that he does not plan to speak directly with Chinese President Xi Jinping this week. However, he confirmed that the US officials are in touch with their Chinese counterparts. When asked whether any trade agreements would be announced soon, Trump remained vague. He said a deal could very well be on the horizon, but stopped short of confirming anything concrete. Since April 2nd, the Trump administration has imposed sweeping tariffs. A 10% general tariff now applies to most countries, while specific partners, including China, have been hit much harder. Some Chinese imports are now taxed as high as 145%. Beijing has responded in kind. Chinese authorities have slapped retaliatory tariffs of up to 125% on American goods. The trade standoff is now one of the most intense seen between the two nations in recent years. In an interview with NBC's Meet the Press, Trump acknowledged the hardline approach. He said, and I quote, "We have gone cold turkey," end quote. He explained that the US has stopped doing business with China under the current terms, which in his view was costing the country nearly $1 trillion. He said, and I quote, "We're not losing $1 trillion. They want to make a deal. They want to make a deal very badly." End quote. The president also pointed to recent signs of economic stress in China. He cited the sharpest contraction in factory activity since 2023 and a noticeable drop in export orders. According to Trump, these are signals that China is under pressure and may be more open to negotiating. That hint of openness may already be showing. On Friday, China's Ministry of Commerce released a statement saying it is currently evaluating the possibility of re entering trade talks with the US following the latest wave of tariffs. The statement sparked optimism in financial markets. US stock indexes rose after Beijing's signal, with investors betting on potential progress in negotiations. Whether this tariff standoff ends in talks or deeper conflict remains to be seen. For now, both sides appear to be calculating their next moves carefully.